Welcome to today's episode of You and Your Vet Talk Show. My name is Dr. Clara and I remain your host. Today with me, I have our guest speaker. Welcome, Doc.
Thank you for having me. My name is Dr. Motunrayo.
Thank you very much for coming. So today's topic is a very special one. It's about cats. I know many of us are cat lovers. We have this one. Number one cat lover. So we're going to be talking about something very important for cats, and it's signs your cat is sick. So we have heard about it, or we have known about it, that cats, they hide things very well. So sometimes your cat may be sick, you will not know, and they just hide just signs. So we want to help you now, our beloved customers and clients, to be able to pinpoint one or two things to know when your cat is down and when you need to take them to the clinic immediately, even though they appear to be fine. So the first question I have is, why did they even do that? Why is it hard to tell when your cat is sick?
So thank you for that question. Number one, cats are a proud animal. They are very proud.
So very, very proud. I can say that one is true.
They wouldn't want you to know when they are sick so that it will not show their sign of weakness. So another thing is that when they don't show that they are sick to you, because that's the normal instinct of the wild, so that they don't fall into predators' so when they show that they are sick, predators can easily catch them. So, but when they show that they are active, even though they are going through some stuff, at least that will give the instinct to the predator that they are still active and alive, so they will not be able to prey on them. That's why most of them show.
They don't show
that they are sick. Yeah, while they are going through a lot.
I say, wow. I always knew that cats are always proud. That's why I not too like them the way I like dogs. No, I don't like cats. I love cats. But yes, I know she loves them. So so because they don't want to show weakness. No, wala. You are sick. You don't want to show you are sick because of weight. Hey, no, wala. Okay,
not to be cut off.
No, but you see, they are already. Okay. So since this is it now, they don't want to show I'm sick, so they will keep on eating, keep on doing well. Then how do they know? So what should a cat owner now look out for? So that at least know that is there something, an eating habit, a drinking habit, a litter habit that will change? Because now that they're even hiding, how are we supposed to now know when something is wrong?
So that they're hiding doesn't mean that they will not show some sign that you will notice in them. So you know how your cat behaves. You, the cat lover, you know how he eats, you know how he drinks water, you know how playful it can be, you know how he can jump upside like everywhere in the house. So when you start noticing some abnormalities that differs from what they used to exhibit, that will give you an instinct that no, this cat is going through some stuff that you don't know. So most of the time when they eat less, when they drink less, when they drink more than they usually do, and they are off fit totally, that should show you a sign that something is going on with a cat. When they purge, so there are some abnormalities that you see that you will be able to pinpoint that no, this cat is going through. So off feed, frequent urination, when they drink excessively, when their coat is rough. So these are the signs and symptoms that you notice. That no, my cat is going through some stuff. So
okay. So when they are doing something away from the norms, so it's not that they will still be eating, because we have talked about it, that they will still be eating, they will still be playing, but it's just that it won't be the way. So you notice that normally if you put this amount of food in your cat's plate, and you know that 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes he has finished it, but that's a lot of food. In 2-3 hours the food is still there, something and it's not just 1 day, 2, 3, 4 days, it's occurring like that. Something is definitely wrong. Then say okay, all right. So there's still a way to still catch people that don't want to be caught off first. That's good. It's good. At least there's a way out. Okay. So our third question that we have is now, what physical signs can owners actually see on their cat when they are sick? So we'll talk about the behavior that we will notice to like say, okay, something is wrong. So what are the physical signs that we see that okay, it's true from this behavior plus this physical signs, so something's wrong with my cat.
So let's start from the external. When you notice that their coat is rough, then it should give you a sign that something is going on with them. So when they stop eating, that's anorexia, that means something is going on with them. Then when you start seeing that they are vomiting, they are in distress, coughing, sneezing, ocular discharge, that is tear, like something is coming out from their tear, is coming out excessively from their eye, they are pooing excessively, frequent urination, diarrhea, pasted events, because most of the time cats likes grooming themselves by themselves. So when you start noticing that your cat does not groom like it used to do, or it becomes too excessively, so you should notice that you should be able to pinpoint that something is actually wrong with your cat.
Okay, so now so the physical signs that you see, apart from the behavioral signs of them not doing what they normally do, that they do, is when you're seeing them that they are not, apart from not eating well, they're now
vomiting, sneezing,
diarrhea, they are having discharge. When I talk about discharge, when they are seeing like fluid coming out from their eyes, coming out from your nose, it's not normal. Don't take it as normal that okay, it's normal. It's not normal. Actually, when you see it today, you clean. Tomorrow
it's clean to excessive.
Sometimes you may even clean it now. In 3 hours time, it has come out. It's not a good sign. So from those ones, then again talk about diarrhea. That's no diarrhea. When you start noticing your cat is having diarrhea, it means that okay, something is definitely wrong.
Or it's crying excessively. Most of them don't cry excessively. So when they start crying, they start meowing, and they start limping, and then showing some stuff, so you should be able to pinpoint that something is wrong with them.
Okay, so we have a question from Mr. David. He said, how often should cat owners take their pets, for checkups, and what can they expect during this,
So when you newly acquired a cat, which is another topic entirely on its own. So the first thing you do is take your cat to the nearest veterinarian to just do a general checkup, and then from there the veterinarian can guide you on what next to do, like their routine deworming, their vaccination. They collect. There are lots of vaccines for them, most especially the anti-rabies vaccine. So you should be able to go to the nearest veterinarian. They can guide you on what to do and what not to do, and then their medical record, they can walk you through what to do at each phase of their life.
So immediately you should do when you get a pet is to bring to the veterinarian. Then the veterinarian will now tell you, okay, this and this is what you're supposed to do. This is how often you should bring the pet to the vet. This is how often you should bring for checkup. This is where you should bring for vaccination, so on and so forth. Thank you, Doc. Now we have talked about the signs, the behavior pattern and changes that you will see to know that something's wrong with my cat. Now, at what point now should you now know that okay, at the day by nisin, I lọ sí vet. At the beginning, you just say, he's not eating well. But tomorrow he comes back to be eating well. Okay, tomorrow, then the next day he has diarrhea. After 2 days, diarrhea stop. Okay, no problem. Then you see ocular discharge. Tomorrow after cleaning, no happen. So at one point you will say, at this point right now, I need to call my vet or I need to go to the vet.
When you notice any change, either physical behavior, you should know that you are supposed to call your veterinarian. You don't have to wait till the health of your cat deteriorates before you know that there's a doctor that will not come and perform work on your pet. No. When you start noticing that they are all feed, that is number one sign for any animal that you own. All feed is number one sign. So that should get you a signal that no, I have to visit my veterinarian today. So aside that, when other signs that you can see that call for emergency, when your cat has seizure, like start jerking, profuse diarrhea and severe vomition, when it's sudden collapse, difficulty in breathing, very serious issue. So that should be able to tell you that no, this cat the prognosis is tending towards grave or guarded. So you should quickly rush to your veterinarian to commence treatment as soon as possible.
Said immediately your cat is off feed. Immediately your cat is off feed. Do not wait for the cat to know, they start sneezing, start losing hair, start having diarrhea. Immediately the cat is off feed. You need to bring the cat to the clinic. Okay, Mr. Jerry says, what do you say to some Nigerians who actually see cats as evil?
So I thank you for that question actually. Actually, I will tell you a scenario I encountered with that. I lost my cat to that too. May God rest her soul.
Amen.
Because we need to start, that's why we are creating awareness about cats. Cats are not witch. They have souls and they are just animals like the other animals. We Africans that tag them as witch, cats are so adorable. You will like them. They are so lovely. Even compared to dogs, you will know that when you start owning cat, you prefer cats to dogs. So please, this is our call for every one of you. Don't be like my neighbor that killed my cat. So please,
not good, sir. Not
please, they have life. They have soul. They also feel what you feel.
Creatures.
And they are so adorable. Please, say no to cats stigma. Say no to you being called to cats. Be good to the cats. And you will see the good side of them too. It's not only when you want to kill rats in your area that you say, no, let me go and kill cats. Get them as pet and then try them, be with them for some days, and I'll tell you that you get to love them. So please, thank you for that question, sir. Do not not evil. No. Animals like the other.
It is Nollywood too.
We are all animals, so just that we are higher animals. So they are also
they come and fight you. I know this. so they are also the propagation comes also from Nollywood, where we see one old woman turns to a cat, something. So no, they're actually sweet creatures too. Like I've met, they are all very very wonderful.
Lulu is here. Will have shown you what.
Yes, I have. Very amazing. Very amazing here. So we have another question here. For the last question we have here, before I said we have another question here. Let's talk about this first. So we have already talked about when you should bring your cat to the veterinarian, and they have said that you should not wait until it's too long. From the very beginning, immediately it's happening, just call up your veterinarian or take the cat to the vet. So the last question I have here now is, why is early veterinary care important for your cat? I think you have answered that from the question Mr. David asked, but you can just spread more light on that.
So why it's important to take your vet to your cat to veterinarian early is because sometimes you might not notice that your cat is exhibiting some art, which is only a medical professional that can pinpoint that to you. So when you won't visit your veterinarian more often, there's some things that you just ignore that are actually a warning sign from your cat to you that, mommy, daddy, I'm going through some stuff, which I cannot say, but based on their behavior,
you can
notice it. But if you are the type that they are observant, that you don't usually be with them 24/7, it's better you take your cat at least once in a month for checkup. This will save you costs, save you the stress of any emergency that can happen in future. So regular checkup, regular visitation to the vet is very, very important. Save you stress of going through the loss of pets, stress of financial burden. Like a lot of things will be saved when you visit your veterinarian as soon as possible. When you notice that your cat is showing some sign, or even when your cat is not showing any sign. That's why it's called regular checkup. So at least you know that no, my cat has visited the vet this month.
The prevention.
Thank you. That's just like prevention. And they said prevention is better than cure. So prevent it now so that you don't have to pay for the curative.
You're not coming and saying, doctor, I can't see. It's long. So I will take one more question, then the other ones will reply it in the comment section below. So the last question I will take is, what are the key nutrients that cats need in their diet, and how can owners, choose that?
So when when you want to feed your cat, we have their dry food and we have their canned food that contain all the basic nutrients
Nutrient
that
that
they
they need.
have. So you can always walk into any pet store. The kibbles, we have the kibbles, we have the canned food, which is
Wet
the wet
food.
food. So when you visit the nearest pet store, they can be able to choose which one is which for either
According
the
to
kitten
the
or the
adults.
adult cat. So that's
Okay.
basically it.
So we have come to the end of this show. I hope you have learned something from it. You know, we're talking about signs that your cat will show if they are sick. And in the beginning, we were talking about why we won't talk about this. I was not supposed to know, but because, as our doctor has explained, is that cats are always, they are very, very proud animals, and they don't like to show when they are weak, because it will, allow predators to prey on them. So that's why they are always guarded. So that's why we are doing this, to let pet owners know some signs that they will notice whenever, to know that okay, their cats are sick. So I hope you have gotten one or two from this. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time, next week. Bye bye.
Please end it to me. I want to go and pray.